back to Ghost Pirate Entertainment. I'm your host, Kanan Becker, and today we talk about the new comedy horror film, Werewolves Within.
Should have packed our snowshoes.
What? People do that?
You know, fun fact, not only is it the oldest, but remains one of the most effective means of traversing the ice.
Wow. Yeah, you're gonna fit right in at Beaverfield. Everything here is a little questionable.
And real quick, guys, before we get to this review, if you could hit that like button, because that really does help this channel out so much. So I just went and saw this comedy horror film called Werewolves Within. So I guess it just finished up the Tribeca Film Festival in the beginning of June, but it was supposed to be in the festival last summer. But there was a little COVID thing that hit and paused the whole damn world for a year. But it finally got a limited release right now, which is how I was able to go and check it out. But it also is going to be streaming here in the next couple weeks. So don't worry if it's not playing in a theater near you. It will be streaming here shortly. So the script for this film is adapted from the video game, I guess. I've never played the game, so I went into this totally fresh. I had seen a quick little trailer, but that was it. Other than that, I didn't know anything about it. But this is a very mysterious comedy horror movie. It has a lot of whodunit type of mystery elements about it. The basic premise of this movie is a ranger shows up to this small town and he goes to the inn to kind of check in, get his room, let them know that, hey, I'm here in this town, I'm ready to start working.
I've been training my whole life for the day I could join the Krusty Crew, and now I'm ready.
And a giant storm hits and pins him and all the people in this small little town basically are all inside of this inn. And then it becomes this whodunit kind of mystery where people start dropping like flies and they're trying to figure out who's killing who, and a bunch of things start happening that make them think that it's a werewolf. And even though they're very skeptical that werewolves exist, there's so many things starting to happen that they're starting to think, hey, maybe there really is such a thing as a werewolf. Just chaos ensues from there.
Well, the roads are effed, and something's wrong with the generator.
Which generator?
All of them.
Can't get on the internet!
Also, there's a dead body under your porch.
And this just turns into an absolutely hilarious comedy with a bunch of actors that I have never seen before, but yet they all did a superb job in this. But the two stand-up performances are definitely from Sam Richardson and Milana Vayntrub. Hopefully I said that right, you idiot. But they are absolutely just so enjoyable to watch. Their chemistry together is outstanding, and they're just really, really great in this movie.
Out of curiosity, who is packing? Well, we're having a good old-fashioned sleepover.
With guns, though.
With guns, yes.
So it's not a slapstick comedy by any means. It's much more of a quirky, kind of strange, dark type of humor comedy. And I absolutely love that kind of humor, but especially when you throw in these horror elements and a lot of people get killed and fairly brutally at times. This is not a little PG thing by any means. It is full R-rated and you definitely see some blood and some goriness. Guy's hand gets ripped off, like some crazy stuff. So yes, it is a comedy, but it definitely does lean into the horror elements as well as creature feature stuff. And you know me, one of my most favorite things is werewolf movies, and this definitely gives you a lot of that werewolf lore, a lot of that werewolf, I don't know, eerie creepiness. But I'm not going to give away if there is a real werewolf in this movie or not. I'm going to leave that up for you to find out. But it is a lot of fun, and don't worry about it. I think you're going to enjoy it no matter which side of the fence you might be hoping it lands on. Besides the acting being outstanding and the gore and the kills and all that being great as well, the overall story is what really, really shines here. It is a really fun whodunit type of thing that is really well executed and intelligently written with some really fun dialogue between all the characters. None of them feel pointless. None of them feel just like fodder to be killed. All of them seem like they have their place, and they all have a great line or two and some really quirky, fun things about them that I think you'll definitely enjoy.
It's one of them.
One of what?
A lycanthrope.
A what?
A werewolf.
I also really loved the location and the fact that everything is snowy and all snowed in gives it this quaint feel about it. But then when you add this blood and gore, I just always love that juxtaposition there. I don't feel like we've seen a lot of horror movies done in the snow, so the fact that you get a little bit of blood and snow mixed together kind of scenarios, I always think that's a fun time. The whole film takes place in just this one town, with the majority of it taking place in just this one old inn, but yet you never feel bored and never feel like it's stale or that there's nothing happening, because there is constantly things happening. Even parts of the movie where there's not lots of action, the way the dialogue and conversation is put together, it doesn't feel slow, and it definitely is never boring. This movie has a very twist and turn type of feel about it, and especially at the end when you finally find out who's doing what and, you know, all of what's actually happening here. So to sum it up, I enjoyed this movie tremendously, and I highly recommend it. This is great if you're someone who enjoys comedy and horror movies that are definitely horror but are very funny and witty and smart in their camp and humor. Then I think you will absolutely love this movie. So that's gonna do it for me today. Please hit that subscribe button and ding that little bell, because that is the best way to keep track of this channel and when I post videos like this. And I post videos like this at least 2 times every week. And I also want to give a huge thank you to my patrons, because your support means so much to me. And if you would like to find out more about becoming a patron, the link is down in the description. And like always, thank you so much for watching. Please crush that like button, and remember guys, horror can be fun. I will see you guys next time.
You know, we're probably just gonna head out.
This is
We're just pull it.
We got it on our own. It's just hey, you go ahead, please. Don't spare me.
Oh, please don't. Oh, please. Please don't bother the
Spare
lock.
me. You think I
Oh
couldn't
my
do that
goodness, I
myself?
could have
Wow.
gotten it.